Lewis Hamilton warns Ferrari over strategy. I don't want to get to the point. I ignore you. Lewis Hamilton has issued a pointed warning to Ferrari over their race strategy calls, insisting he doesn't want to reach the point where he starts ignoring team orders after being forced to mirror Charles Leclerc's tactics during the Austrian Grand Prix. The seven-time world champion remains without a podium after 11 races in red, while Leclerc has claimed 4 top 3 finishes in 2025, including third place in Austria. Both drivers ran identical strategies, but Hamilton has voiced his frustration over not being allowed to make a bold alternative call. "I'm not here to start fourth and finish fourth," Hamilton said ahead of the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. "I'm racing for every little bit we can gain." In Austria, both Ferrari drivers began on medium tires, switched to hards mid-race, and then returned to mediums in the final stint. Hamilton wanted to extend his second stint and take a different approach, but was overruled. Radio exchange. At the Red Bull Ring, Hamilton: "My tires are okay. Can I extend? How many more laps left?" Race engineer Riccardo Adami box: "20 laps." Hamilton: "I don't want to stop." Adami box. Hamilton eventually finished P4, behind Leclerc. Stand-in. Ferrari team principal Brundle raises major Antonelli question as Verstappen to Mercedes rumors heat UPS. Speculation mounts over a potential blockbuster move that could see Max Verstappen join Mercedes in 2026. Former F1 driver Martin Brundle has raised a key concern. Would Toto Wolff really risk pairing the reigning world champion with teenage prodigy Kimi Antonelli? According to fresh reports out of Italy, Mercedes are in concrete negotiations with Verstappen, whose contract with Red Bull runs through 2028, but includes a performance clause that could allow him to exit early. If Verstappen falls below fourth in the Drivers' Championship standings after the upcoming Hungarian Grand Prix, the exit clause may be triggered. Currently sitting third in the championship, Verstappen holds a narrow cushion over George Russell and a 36-point lead over Charles Leclerc, but with the standings tight and Red Bull facing increasing pressure, the scenario is very much in play. The Mercedes puzzle Verstappen, Russell, and Antonelli should Verstappen become available. Speculation suggests he would replace Russell. At Mercedes, both Russell and Antonelli are out of contract at the end of 2025, with Antonelli considered Wolff's long-term golden project, heavily supported by the team through the junior categories. But Brundle isn't convinced Verstappen and Antonelli would make a functional pairing. "I think Mercedes and Toto in particular are heavily invested in Kimi Antonelli as their future star," Brundle told Sky Sports F1. "Would they want to risk putting him up against Max Verstappen? Max has broken a lot of teammates with sheer pace." Brundle also raised the possibility of losing Russell, a driver Mercedes nurtured and still manages. He hinted that Russell may already be preparing for life beyond Brackley. "I know that George has been making contact with other teams," Brundle added. Would Mercedes want to lose him one of their own, and at the same time throw Antonelli into the lion's den with Verstappen? Verstappen's presence, a double-edged sword. While Verstappen brings unmatched speed and 4 world titles, Brundle warned he comes with a little bit of baggage. It's not the easiest group to manage. And Max has broken his teammates. You have to ask, do you want that dynamic? Still, the upside for Mercedes could be too big to ignore. From Mercedes' point of view, signing Verstappen wouldn't just give them the fastest driver on the grid, it also removes him from Red Bull, Brundle explained. Take Max out of Red Bull's results over the past few years, and the team's performance would look pretty dire. With a critical stretch of the season approaching and Verstappen's exit clause potentially becoming active, the F1 driver market is bracing for a seismic shift. Whether Wolff is prepared to risk Antonelli's development, lose Russell, or shake up Mercedes' future all hinges on one big question. Is Max Verstappen worth the gamble? Rome D'Ambrosio defended the decision, calling it the standard optimal strategy, but Hamilton has made it clear he's not interested in playing it safe. "I never want to do the same strategy as my teammate ever again," he emphasized. "I suggested we try medium hard, just to have some offset. We weren't under pressure from behind, and I said there was no real risk in gambling. What if there was a safety car? Even just an hour ago, I brought it up again. I've been clear. If we want to make gains, we have to think outside the box." Hamilton's comments reflect the growing urgency to turn around his Ferrari debut season, and to ensure he's treated as a lead driver with tactical freedom to challenge at the front.